This is one of my favorite parts of any type of miter folded box, is essentially taping everything together and seeing how your joints come together. But we're also doing this for one other reason, and that is so we can measure for the bottom, because I could have tried to do some math to figure out how much the bottom would have shortened based on these angles. But instead of doing all that, I'm actually just going to tape everything together, close up the joints completely, then take a measurement, and that's going to be my way to kind of measure how long the bottom needs to be. I already know what angle it needs to be cut at based on, you know, previous angle math, but the length right here, a lot easier just to kind of figure out what it is with a tape measure. I'm good at math, kind of, but I like to cheat a little bit. So now that we know what the bottom needs to be, the next step is to come over here to the miter saw and to also remember that the saw is switched over to 42 degrees. So we need to cut, again, both of these angles for the bottom at 42. The side pieces needed a 42 and a 48 at the top. The top needed 2 angles cut at 48, and the bottom gets 2 angles cut at 42. To make sure that you're cutting all the angles in the proper orientation and the proper angle, definitely look back at a set of notes, draw yourself a diagram, whatever you need to do, because when I did all this glue up and all the milling that you guys have seen me gone through, I don't have extra panel material to redo these cuts if I mess anything up. I actually have just enough material to make both of these nightstands after all those glue ups. So got pretty close. But yeah, after we get these chopped up, the next thing we're going to do is head back over to the table, apply tape to all 4 pieces, fold it together, and actually get a first glimpse of what this is going to look like. And then in the next couple of videos, we're going to take this back apart, running our dados for our back panel, start designing legs, etc., so we can actually get this nightstand standing up. But yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this process so far, please let me know down below. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.